Jackie and Hal for putting this together. So they did great work in setting everything up. And I appreciate that. And following up on your response and the question, and it goes back to 2018, are there any concern that going into 2020, the focus will be sort of this binary issue of impeachment or no impeachment? And while if that is going on, how do we return the focus to those other topics that were so successful in winning the House back in 2018?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a challenge, but I think we reached the point within the caucus, and I think the country reached the point where enough was enough. Now the president, separate from this particular instance, the Ukrainian scandal, had probably already engaged in enough lawless conduct arising from the Mueller investigation where under normal circumstances he would have been impeached and be gone. But the country wasn't all the way there, and a significant number of Democrats weren't all the way there in terms of the need to move forward with an impeachment inquiry. And the Speaker was clear that we wanted to make sure the country was prepared for this discussion and this investigation, and wanted to make sure that the caucus was unified. Now, I think probably about 225 members of the caucus are all publicly supportive of the impeachment investigation in a full-throated way. Understanding, of course, that at least for the duration of the investigation, that it's going to be difficult to try to find common ground with the administration. Not because we don't want to, as I outlined, we are still going to try to get to yes on all of these issues. And you look at Nixon during Watergate and Bill Clinton during those impeachment proceedings, Nixon continued to work with a Democratic-controlled Congress, and Clinton continued to work with a Republican-controlled Congress. So the precedent is there, although of course this particular president, in so many ways, is abnormal in the way in which he approaches things. So I think in the short term, it will be hard, but we've also been clear, and the Speaker has said this, we're going to move expeditiously. It'll be fairly and it'll be comprehensive, and we're going to be fair to the president. He'll have his due process rights. We want this to be a fair process, but it's also going to be an expeditious one. It won't drag out. She hasn't put a timeline on that, but my expectation is that we're going to move as swiftly as we can through this process while presenting the truth to the American people.